Some surprising news Monday as it pertains to the Montreal Canadiens. This is instant analysis presented by Tylenol Rapid Release Gel Caps, Rapid Release for Rapid Relief. Faizal Khamisa joined by Renaud Lavoie of TV Sport. Renaud, Cole Caufield sent down to Laval. Of course, we know the Montreal Canadiens have struggled offensively this season. So has he, given his breakout in last season's postseason. So I'll start with this. Were you surprised by the news?
Well, surprised. There have been some rumblings, some rumors about that possibility last week, to be honest with you. But I don't see the Cole Caufield being one of the biggest problem right now with this team, right? If you look at Josh Anderson, he has already 27 shots in 10 games. Second best shot-wise, it's Cole Caufield with 22. So I think that what they really want right now is to see Cole playing good hockey in the minors, starting to have a little more fun with the puck. I think he's thinking a little bit too much right now on the ice. So it's going to be good for him. But as I mentioned, there's other issues bigger right now than Cole Caufield.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say as it pertains to Caufield himself. This is a guy that's used to winning and used to scoring. With the team struggling right now, there can't be a bad thing in sending him down and developing his confidence a little bit more, right?
Exactly. And that's the point. Because, and you've been around, you've seen what happened over the years. When you're bringing a young player on a team that's struggling or really struggling, it can be really tough for his confidence in the long term. And I guess that if you look at management, Marc Bergevin, with Dominic Ducharme as a coach, I'm sure that they talked about that. They talked about his demeanor, the fact that probably he's not smiling as he was, remember, earlier last spring or during the summer when he arrived. I mean, that guy was bringing a lot of energy. I think that right now he's struggling with that. He's thinking too much. So you want to put him on a team that's having success. And right now, the Laval Rocket is having tons of success.
Where do you think the issue lies then with the Canadiens offense right now? I mean, they just lost to the Ducks. And I was listening to Nick Suzuki postgame, and he himself is another young player. Yes, he signed this big extension, of course, and that comes with a lot of pressure. But he was almost willing to take the blame himself and put that on him. Where do you think the bigger problem kind of lies fundamentally right now?
I think you're going to probably believe that my answer is a little weird or odd, but I believe that it comes from goaltending. You're going to say, how come the offensive issues are coming from goaltending? It's quite simple. When you have a goalie like Carey Price, you feel good about yourself. You know you're going to make mistakes, but probably that, Carey, there's a good chance that he's going to make that save and he's going to bury you. He's going to help you at one point during a game. That's something that we're not seeing right now with goaltending in the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, if you look at Jake Allen versus the Sharks last week, he was by far the best player, but that's only one in 8 starts for him. That's not enough. You need to have better goaltending. And if you have better goaltending, I'm telling you, you'll have better scoring. Why? Because players are going to stop thinking too much about how they should play the system, what they should do in their own zone. They're going to, be not only more productive, that's going to be automatic in a way, but what they're going to do with the puck is going to be a little bit different. I think they're going to feel like good with themselves. And that's not something that we're seeing right now. We're watching a team that's really struggling in the offensive zone, in the neutral zone, and the defensive zone. Why? They're not having fun. They're scared of being scored on. That's the biggest issue. If they can get rid of that problem, it's going to be better, I believe. Can Jake Allen be the guy? I wonder right now. I think it's time for Marc Bergevin to look around and see if there's some help available, because I'm telling you, if goaltending is not up to par, this team is going to struggle a lot over the next few days and few weeks.
Renaud, last one for you. You can, of course, send young players down to try to develop their confidence and bring them up. But when it pertains to the management and the coaching staff that you have here, you can't really do that unless you're making a significant change. Do you think there's pressure being felt internally to look at some of those changes if these struggles continue?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's a fair question. And yes, there's no doubts. I mean, every team is working with a game plan, but you need to make sure that that game plan is working with the players that you have. That doesn't mean that Dominic Ducharme is not a good coach, or that, you know, his players are not smart. That's not what it means. It means that you need to understand, who do you have, where this team is really mentally right now. I think they need to go back to basic. They need to start having fun, you know. And that's one thing that I've noticed with Bob Gainey being a coach for the Montreal Canadiens, or Michel Therrien being a coach for the Montreal Canadiens. When the team is struggling, just start having fun in practices, simplify everything, and let's play. And sometimes you can change the season just with a different attitude.
Hey, here's hoping for their sake and their fans' sake. Tomorrow against the Red Wings is where that change begins. Renaud, thank you for your time.
Have a good one.